Hello and welcome back to Addict Answers. So today I'm talking about the military. Why you ask? Because your girl, Addict Answers, is joining the army. Yes, if you know me, you have probably heard me say many, many times, I will never, ever, ever join the army. Well, things change. So I will tell you about my experience in the enlistment process. Enlisting means that you have officially joined the army. So I'm not there yet, but I will be. I only have like 2 months left. So first, I'll talk about the, the, the discoveries I've made during the process. One, the myth. Um, when so I recently discovered that the U.S. Army has an app. This has been very informative, debunking myths that I have believed for so long. One of those being that recruits leave in one room depending on their gender/sex. So for me, I believed that I would be sitting in one huge room that was lined with beds. That thankfully is not true. Yes, I will live in barracks, but the barracks are basically like college dorms. You have a bedroom, a bath, a kitchen, and so on and so forth, which I'm so happy about because I honestly don't think I'll be able to change or bathe other in front of males because I also believe that like there was like this huge public bathroom where everyone showered in, and thankfully that's not true either. Like there, like in your dorm, barrack dorm, you have your own bathroom, which you share with roommates. But I'm pretty sure like that if you're male, you won't have a female roommate, and so on and so forth. Well, that's what I think anyway. So another thing is the food. I always believe that the food was like this huge block of stuff that should be food but isn't. But thankfully they have actual food that look like food. So another another myth that I thought was that joining the army means normal social life because social means interacting with people in the military. I don't believe they went hand in hand, but apparently joining the military increases your social life because you don't have a uniform for social events, which apparently happen often. So there's that. Now I'll talk about the process. So before you make a decision about joining the army, I would do research. That includes the people who are in the army, talking to veterans who were in the army, using the internet, which thank God we have. And then after you have done all your research and have decided, okay, now I have, after doing all this research, I now know that I want to join the army. After doing all that, you find the recruiter. The recruiter will tell you about other benefits from joining the army, like financial aid, loan repayments, um, and basically all the benefits you get. Oh, free health and dental insurance, and other benefits you get from joining the army. They will also see if you want to take East this test called the East test. The East test is a practice test for the major test called the PICAT or the ASVB. The East test is actually one portion of that test. The East test comprises of four sections: word knowledge, which is basically questions like this word most nearly means this word. So for that section, Although you probably won't know what all the words mean, if you guess, you should know what most of them mean. Paragraph comprehension. Basically, read the paragraph and answer the question. What I do is I read the question and then read the paragraph and then answer the question because that helps me know what I'm looking for. Then there's math knowledge, which basically tests your not what you know about math. And then there's arithmetic reasoning, which is basically a whole bunch of word problems. That includes percentages and other. Basically, if you pass math from if you pass all your math classes from middle school up to high school, you'll be perfectly fine. So that's the EASE test, and that's also these four sections are also in the PICAT, which stands for the Pending Internet Computer Adjustment Test, as well as the ASVAB, which stands for Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test. So the other portion is more geared will help your career counselor help you find a career. The other four sections include electronic information, mechanical comprehension, auto and shop information, and assembling objects. Assembling objects is tricky because what you have to do in that is, is count the pieces on the picture to the left, and then count the pieces on the in the options below it. So many sites on the internet like ASVB tutors and so on and so forth will help you ace this test. There's no acing, it's just getting a high score, which I guess is acing. So yes, ace the test. So after that, you have to do a lot of paperwork, and this paperwork is sort of like an employment, a job application where you need references and it asks for your basic information, full name, first, middle, and last if you have a middle, your current that your the places you've lived in the past 10 years, um, your date of birth, social security, and so on and so forth. However, you will also need to bring the following things: your social security, your birth certificate, your high school diploma if you if you finish high school, and your college transcript if you have a degree. If you're not a U.S. citizen, there's form other documents that you need, but I don't know about that. You'll have to Google it or ask a recruiter about what you need. So then after all that paperwork is done, oh, also, I have a child, so I need to fill out this paperwork called the Family Care Plan, which basically states, in the event that I am deployed, this is who will take care of my child, and this is how my child will be taken care of. So after all the paperwork is done, then you go to MEPS. MEPS stands for Military Entrance Processing Station. For Houston, it is downtown, like deep downtown. And there you take the verification test, which basically makes sure that you are the person who took the PICAT on the AFP test. So if you pass it, good. If you don't pass it, then you have to stay longer because then you have to retake the AFP test. The PICAT is the same thing as the ASVAB test, except for one thing. The PICAD is not timed. The PICAD and the ASVAB test are both on the computer. However, the PICAD is not timed. The ASVAB test is timed. Each section is timed. So when you take the PICAD, remember your answers because they will ask you the same question and you have to put in the same answer that you put when you took the PICAD or the ASVAB test in the verification test. And then after that, there's like a personality test and then a job thing test. So after that, depending on what you need to do, you either stay overnight at the hotel, which is a couple minutes from the maps, and then have to wake up really early, like 3:45 early, because breakfast is at 4, and then you have to be at the maps again for your full physical at 5. Full, when I say full physical, I mean full physical, hearing, vision, ortho, orthopedic, neurological, the blood sample, urine sample, the whole 9 yards is what will be done from 5 to whatever time you end. And for your physical. Okay. So once you pass both the verification test and your physical, if you are scheduled furthest, then you'll go speak to a career counselor for your military branch. For me, it's Army, and they will help you pick a career. After you pick a career, you will then. I'm just switching how big my cheekbones are. Wow. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. You have to sign a job contract. However, before doing that, I would go see if your job has bonuses because one, they probably do. I have found at least four. I have found 4 bonuses for jobs that I want. Let me make something clear. Each job, if it has a job has a, a benefit associated with that job. So one job won't have like 5, 6 benefits, but it will have one benefit. And then there's the enlistment bonus that depends on how soon you ship out for training. So after picking your job with the career counselor and signing your job contract, then you will do your enlistment ceremony. They have 3 times for the enlistment ceremony: 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. So, depending on when you end all this, is when you will do your enlistment ceremony. After that, then you will have the options of choosing whether to do a direct ship, meaning that you can either ship days from your enlistment to months from your enlistment, or enter the DEP, or the Delayed Entry Program. If you enter the DEP, you will need to ship out within the year of your enlistment. So for me, let's say I enlist tomorrow, which is August the 1st, 2019. I will then need, if I join the DEP, which I'm not sure about yet, I will then need to ship out between this date and August the 1st, 2020. That is I'll talk about today. Next, I'll tell you about the other discoveries I have made while doing more research for joining the military. Bye. Peace. Oh, wait, before that. So, training, there, there's types of training. There's basic training, which is basically to weed out people who are not fit to join the military because when you deploy, although deployment is not always for combat situations, in the case that it is, we can't have people who are not strong enough to handle what is thrown at them, which is literally anything and everything. So, also basic training, basic combat training is what it's officially called, BCT for short, which teaches you all you need to know about being, uh, which teaches you combat basics, basically wielding weapon and all that stuff. So after basic training, you will immediately be shipped to the place where your job training is. However, just because you are shipped does not mean you will start immediately. It just depends on when your class day starts. So, during that time, what do? You explore your surroundings, obviously. So, after job training, which is however long it takes, you will be then shipped back to the place where you will start your job, and then there'll be some more on-the-job training. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you about military jargon in my next video. So I just want to give a shout out to my loyal subscribers who have stuck with me to this far because once I start my training, I won't be able to do videos. I know it's sad, but this is good for me because I'm currently not in shape. I look like it, but I'm not in shape at all. So this will help me get in shape and stay in shape. And this will make me a more mature person as well as a more strong-willed person. If it happens, it's definitely possible. It'll make me a better person all around. Like this is a prayer slash dream come true. So yeah. So my training, depending on the job, will be months. So I just want to thank Telso Dragon, Ronald Brown, Ifayeni Okolu, Unspoken Beauty, and Palamedi Dislau. I hope I'm spelling your name. I'm saying your name, pronouncing your name right, Palamedi. If I'm not, you can comment on. You can comment in the video and tell me how to pronounce it. But I will miss you all while I'm training, and I hope you will not forget me while I am at training because I will not forget you. So until next time, bye.